Alright, so this evening we are ready to the furs that have been hanging in the fur shed that were stretched and dried are ready to be taken off. So this is our last one of the raccoons to be taken off the wooden board. So we'll take it in here, and then I'm going to show you there was a couple more critters that needed to be stretched, and so I will show you how we're going to stretch that one on a metal board. I mean, on a metal rack thing, not a board, but it's metal because we had two different types. So I'm going to show you that, and then we'll hang those up, and then I'll show you all the ones that we've taken off the boards, and we'll hang them on to the storage hanger. So, oh no. I'm not surprised that happened to me because today has not been a good day for me. Crazy things have been happening all day. So, well, oh, there we go. It came off. But we'll just have to throw that one away. Sometimes that happens. So you just want to make sure that all the pins are off first. Here. And this, if you want to check on, we showed you how these were stretched on this and fleshed out. You can check on the channel and you can see that video. There's a couple videos of it. And then tonight I'll show you how you can stretch it on the metal stretcher instead of the wooden one, because that one doesn't use any pins if it's the metal stretcher. Now, after that, then you have to take this part out, this wood thing, this thing you put in there to make sure the fur doesn't get stuck. So now, but this sometimes gets stuck, so then you have to hammer it down here like this. Does it look to be moving? I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's moving. Now let's see if we can get it. Here. Oh, look at that. See? Then take that off, and then we'll put that over there in the corner where it goes. And then we'll have to take this off of here. So we'll come back in here, and we'll hang it back up. And then we'll pull it. Maybe. I might have to get my husband for this. Okay, so he loosened it up for me, and he said, let's pull from the nose so we don't rip it. No, just go straight down. But it was a little stuck. It took him a minute, but he got loose for me. So now that comes off, slides right off. We can hang this back up in here again. So we'll put this right here for a second, and then this will go, let's see. I guess it will go on this one. But maybe this way. There we go. Alright, there we go. So those are all the wooden ones. Now, I will show you, we're going to use this as what the metal stretcher looks like, okay, for this next raccoon that they got. Speckle got it too. If you look at the channel, you'll see Speckle. She's on one of the videos, and she did this one too. So first we have to turn it inside out. See, it's another big one, and it was so fat. It had a lot of fat, and I mean a lot of fat. I guess we should turn it inside out this way. Hold on. I'm gonna put on some gloves because that inside is kind of yucky. I didn't think I would need gloves for doing that, but I forgot about this part. Okay, so now, and really I don't think that there's, like I had told you guys before on other videos, if you were going to sell your furs, then my husband says to put them on those wooden stretchers because they're better. It makes them fit longer and stuff. But if you're just doing it for yourself, then you don't need to worry about that. And for us, we're doing it for ourselves to tan it for the kids. So some can be on these. We did do a lot on the wooden ones because my husband likes that better. But I wanted to show you this other way So, but you put it on the same way as you do the wooden one. Like so. But yeah, it was very fat. You should have seen all the fat that my husband got off of it. I mean, it was like that thick of fat. Kind of crazy. And look how big it is. That's a big raccoon. I mean, that was a big raccoon. So you want to make sure its nose is up like that. And it's stretched out. Now, okay, so this is a little different. So now there's two metal pieces down here. Okay, I guess we'll use this one first. So one of them is for the front and one of them is for the back. So we'll come down here and see these like teeth things? The first foot, even though this foot's off, but this is where the foot was, will be hooked onto this, and then this foot will be hooked onto this one, stretched, pulled down. So we have to figure that out. So you just stretch, kind of twist it a little bit, pull it down, like, well, I guess you could pull this down too. It's a long raccoon, let me tell you. Like that. What do you think that looks like? Okay, so that's good like that. And then this one will have to come down. Now this will be the trickier one because just stretch it all the way over here to hook onto this. Doesn't want to go through there very well. Okay, I got it. Alright, so there you go. So that's that. Then we're going to turn it around. So the metal stretchers has less things, really. Because with the wooden one, you see the video, you have to use all the pins and you have to pin it. Which is kind of harder. But now, let me see this. This skunk was one we just did on a metal stretcher. And let me see. So that was, so this was for the feet. Yeah. Then this is for the tail. So here we go. So now this last one on this side will be on the top of the tail. Pull it down. And then we'll use these to open the tail up to make it dry. So we'll just keep pulling and okay, like that. Okay, so that's, now we need the clothespins. Alright, so really quickly, so one tip, especially when you're using this metal one as opposed to that wooden one, you really have to have a strong person to do it. I mean, an extra strong person, because this had to be stretched out more. I wasn't able to stretch it out as much because it has to be stretched out as long as you can possibly make it. Because if you were going to sell this, that is how they know how much to pay you, the length. They don't care about the width, it's just about the length. And they measure from the ear down to right here, the edge. So if you can make it as long as you can make it, it's the best, right? So definitely need a strong person to do that. And also, they like it, you wanted to make it look really, really, really nice for when you want to sell it. So even though, I mean, they're going to sell it and, you know, it's going to be for,
Mommy, Mommy, we can't find the baby kitten. They're in the house somewhere.
Okay, so now we're back. Sorry about that. A little excitement, of course, here, which we're never have not enough excitement here, right? Especially with kids and animals. So, anyways, back to this now. So, you want to make, so they go off by presentation. Even though they're going to sell it and they're going to probably cut it up and make things out of it, but it all depends, if you want the most money, at the time they get it, how it looks. So now we're going to fade out the tail because it has to dry properly or it will ruin. So we just have this little piece of this like wire stuff that's cut into this little rectangle, and you have to use clothespins for this. Oh, like this. So see, once you pulled these metal, then you had pulled the edges down. One clothespin on each to keep it pulled down. This you just want to make sure it stays flat on both sides. Like so. Like that. And then put that on top of that. And make sure that keeps happening. And also, I accidentally got this raccoon on kind of crooked, which for us it doesn't matter, but if you were selling this, you wouldn't want it to be crooked, you would want it to be flat. I mean straight on there. Right. It can be a little tricky. Tail's going crooked too. I don't understand why. Who knows? But so the tail's longer. This was a long raccoon. The tail's longer than the metal thing. But I guess that part will dry out pretty good. Actually, it doesn't even go. Alright, so then this little piece here, we're going to put on here like this. And then we'll have to turn it around. Let's see if I can do it. And then that way makes the tail stay straight. Okay, just like that. Now we have to cut the couple things off like we did with the other, like when it's on the wooden one. It's the same thing for the cutting part of it. So we have to get the knife and we trim up the feet one more time. Okay, so the two front feet. Then down here between the legs, we'll just take it and just I don't know, I'm not really good at this part. Oh, there we go. So you just kind of don't want to saw, you just kind of want to go upright and hold it tight. So then it will. Hi guys.
I done.
Okay, thanks.
You touched it with
It's alright, I'll wipe it off.
Bye.
Bye. I mean, you kind of saw a little bit, but not really much. It kind of goes by itself too, as you go. Okay, so now that looks nicer. And then, so that part, the 2 feet end here by the mouth. So you just want to clean off as much of the flesh stuff that maybe was left on there, because you don't want that to, like, all see like that stuff. I don't know, I feel like that should probably come off. Maybe, if I can get it off. Alright, so now it's been dressed up down there, here, and here. And now this and the skunk are ready to hang. And then it'll be about a little over a week for them to hang. And then I'll show you, we will hang up the ones that were ready to hang on the storage thing. So I'll just hang this one right here. That was upside down. I forgot. There we go. I thought it looked odd when I was doing it. Okay, so there we go. So there's that. Now I'm